I have it. Okay, so I started the recording. Now we have Galaxy S5. This must be Trish. I think she'll come. I would not know how to do. She's clever, really. Okay. So as you have seen, the main topic is for this time, as last time as well, is two topics. One is how to deal with scholarships and ways, and we had already a little bit an idea. And we're just waiting for Candina till she has her coffee.
I'm here. I'm here.
You're here.
For
you just
implement. I'm listening.
Okay, so Candida, before we start with the main topic, I would ask you if you have something from your side which is important and interesting for us about Ipcc 14.
So I actually Xavier. It's not to do with a big organization. Just it was about Zoom, using Zoom Pro for the many meetings that we're having. What can I say as a general update? I mean, I don't have any particular points to bring. I can just do a general update.
Okay. What about the ticket start?
Yeah, I mean that would be part of the update as well. I have no particular questions. Just I can do general overview, and you can jump in with questions if you want.
Yeah, give us some overview, please. Good.
Okay. So what's been developed new since the last overview is that we are about to launch the ticket sales. So this will be in February, and working very intensely with the Permaculture Association, with Dan, who does all the event stuff, and going through all the challenges and the specificities of this situation, which is Argentina, which is new realities, and the fact that it's outside of Europe. And anyway, it's going great. They're doing a really fantastic job, and I have meetings every week with Dan, and we work on it in between. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we hear you.
We can.
Okay. And yeah, basically it's launching in February, and we've taken in all the advice, like comments from Margaret and bits and pieces here and there. So we're feeling good about it.
Yeah. Could I add something?
Yeah.
Probably, I think Andy did it too, is to put a donation button on the early for people that want to donate to scholarship fund. What do you think, Margaret?
Can you repeat that?
Oh, that since people are signing up early, might be a donation button on it for the scholarship fund.
Yes, please. That would be great.
We could just launch, and that would launch it like there till we get ours going up, the bigger run. So it'll reach people many ways. That's all.
Yes.
And I think the people who are signing up early have a little bit of money. That's why they're signing up, not waiting at the end.
Yeah. And okay, are you done?
Would this go directly to FIPC? What would the route of the money be?
Well, it could be deposited in, as Andy's organization is collecting the funds, right? Right now, it could be tallied up into that, and then what do you think of that, Margaret?
Yeah.
I think that's easiest rather than having it go somewhere else. Just have it there within the form, so that makes it easier than people having to go outside to another, link to make a donation.
No, that's great. That's great. So if somebody is there who separates the different pots,
they can do that.
But I think we need to write down a little bit the text for this donation. Where does it go? Why do we need it? And I would say, if we say what we were mentioning before, that we want to support people in Argentina and in the neighborhood, to attend the event.
Right.
So that would be the donation with this early bird, for example.
Yeah.
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 Okay. I think that's
Does
a
that
great
sound
idea.
good? That would be like for South America, people that can't afford it, and it's easier to get, have the money for people that are closer.
Yeah, that's so the main idea.
Right.
And I know, excuse me, Kandara, if I interrupt you, I just
go ahead.
add that is also already the deep topic where we say, Kandara, there's some kind of noise. Could you close your mic?
Sorry.
Thank you. So, if in India, we were talking about that we need to promote more the regional and national meetings. Yeah, that's what happens now, that we can see we cannot send people anymore cross through the world, but still, I do not want to, how can I say, to neglect international meetings. But I think we need to find another possibility for international meetings, and we need to find other, how can I say, another system. Because as I see, if world is going on like it is, the situation, we need to have spots which are easy to reach, and where we are talking about the main topics of permaculture and the world. So this might change the international meetings totally. So if we now say that we want, for scholarship, we want money for people from the area or from South America, that means that we do, how can I say, that the meetings are not going to be so international as they have been before, and that we are in a position that only people who can afford can come to these meetings. So, and that is a problem which I have and where I do not have a solution for now. Mm-hmm. So maybe one of you has one. Mm-hmm. So can we do it? Sorry, Wes, do you have an idea about that?
They tend to be regional. Anyway, if we looked at India, and then the international is just added to it, and then how many scholarships did we give, like, for people outside of the Indian realm, like, so we're what, 20, 30 people?
For India, we had about 20.
Yeah, so we're not giving that many per se. And anyway, so when I think of each one I go to, it's mostly, it is a regional one with a lot of then the international people coming to it who can afford to come. Mm-hmm. That seems to be the way it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, we wouldn't, the way it's happening, it's just happening that way.
Yes.
So
it's
without us even trying to manage it, it just does.
No, it depends. It depends also where the meetings are.
Yes.
If it's now in Latin America, it's very expensive to bring people there from developing countries. The cheapest country to go there is Africa, as I found out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So there, it's, I don't know which connection. They are something, can be under $1,000.
Yeah. So actually, say we don't have to worry about it. It has sorted itself out already.
Okay, but what I want to say is, what do we say if we asking, or if we talking about a scholarship?
I think we should focus on the regional South
Okay.
America to make it
Okay.
stronger, because we don't have that much money anyway that comes in, and it'll create more people from South America attending.
Okay.
And the idea you and I talked about is that the people who want to come from other regions that they can't afford it, then they conduct their own fundraising
Yes.
themselves. And
Yeah.
people have done that. You know, I was thinking back to, here's Zimbabwe, whose currency is like Argentina, but sometimes worse. There were people that raised the money to come to Africa themselves from their community. It was pretty amazing. I think Walter did it.
Are you you're talking about what?
In Brazil, Ipcc
Ah,
Brazil.
oh no, in Brazil, no. In Brazil, everything was funded from Ali.
Yeah.
He was funding 25 people.
Okay. So there
Yeah,
was somebody arrived who told me, was the guy that the center.
There was only one. There was only one, and I know it was Louis Machine Gaitze, but he was not funding himself totally private. No, that was not the case.
So
at the end, he got money.
Yeah. Okay.
So that is one thing. So I think the thing is that we need to tell them you need to look for money yourself.
Yeah.
And especially for the trip, for the flight, and then we can see if we can do something. But for India, we had a lot of money which we don't have at the moment.
No.
And we had it already. We had it already at this time. We knew that we will have it.
Right. So I think that's the best way of saying it. You know, on the form for early, it's just this money will go to the regional people in South America.
Yeah. So we do not need to ask for applications.
No.
We don't send them out, but we need an application form in Spanish for these people.
Okay.
Yeah, because that is something we need to develop. That's on. I will do I will do one in English, and then Candida, I think, or with Xavier, we will see that we can translate it in Spanish.
Yeah.
And so it also needs to attract people to give money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you can think about what you want. That Greta Thunberg was swimming more or less to America, but a lot of people find this as an amazing sign, and then we can say, we are permaculturists. Doesn't matter. We fly across the world. For us, it doesn't matter.
Right.
So that I think makes it a little bit tricky at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we know that it can be very important.
Right. So why don't we do that? And then when we launch the crowd rise, it'll be a general fund, basically. But we really let the early bird really focus on South America, and that'll make the job easier for you.
Okay.
Is that all right? How does that sound for you, Candida?
It sounds great. Yeah. I support that.
Okay, good. It's just, it kind of works out that way. So without us planning, that's what we found.
Yeah, just to make clear, last year for India, through crowdfunding ways, you had about 6,000. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would mean if we take somebody from India or so, yeah, or we take so that we have 2 or 3 people.
Yeah.
Compared to that, we can have with 6,000, we can support 6-7 people from the region.
Yeah.
So I think that is what we are going to do.
Yeah, I think it's realistic at this time.
Mm-hmm. And there's also something which was coming up through Govinda, that he was invited to teach there, and he was asking for scholarship for this. And I think that we cannot do that. So that might be important for the organizers of IPC 14 to know that if they are inviting people to teach there, the teaching needs to be, how can I say, the financial part must be covered through the course.
Hmm. Yeah.
If people are coming from developing countries and they need to add something. Candida, what do you think about that?
Yeah.
Candida, we were talking about the people.
Was that for me the question? Sorry.
That question was for you. So what are you thinking about
Okay.
people from developing countries who are coming to teach?
Right.
Sorry, I thought sending the question to Beth, but I heard it.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand the situation. The question, the issue was still coming up because we had understood that there were possibility of scholarships, and any request was to be sent to Ipcc. But this is being clarified in the meantime, and we are bringing into each course. So there are 3 PDCs. There's a teacher training. There's a social permaculture course, and all these teams. We are saying, okay, there can be some funding for travel, but this be managed within the team. The team makes the decision of who's going to be supporting how much. And it's not from Ipcc that there's going to be a funding, nor the council, nor Ipcc. Nothing going to come in extra to bring for people to travel, because those that are participating as a teacher,
Candida, I think Candida, I think it's necessary that you switch off the video. It's very difficult to understand you. So it's nice to look at you.
Did you it's okay. Did you get the general idea, or shall I go again?
Can you switch off the video and then just
I
one
have.
or two, one or two sentences now, again,
Okay.
please. Thank you.
So just basically with each facilitation team of the courses that are before and after the event, we are saying that the financing, so funding of travel, is within the finances of the course. So there's no extra from Ipcc, Ipcc Council, Friends of Ipcc, and this is also taking into account that all that teach on these courses have free entrance to the conference and the convergence. So everything is covered there. And nobody has so far understood this and accepted. It's not an issue. Govinda, we still have to get back to him, but I think it'll be fine.
Thank you very much. That's great.
Yeah. Well, that's great.
And here's Govinda.
Yes, namaste.
Hi, Govinda. We were just
Hello. Sorry, I'm late.
We were just talking about you.
Oh, what it was about?
Nothing bad.
Oh, luckily I survived.
Yeah, right. We were talking about how we could beam you from Nepal to Argentina. Cheap.
Oh, please try your best.
Like Star Trek.
Please try best.
Okay, Govinda, we were just talking about the financial situation of people who are going to teach in Argentina. Yes. So this is clear, as Candida said.
Yeah.
And we would do just a short check-in with you, how you are, and then we are going on with the meeting. Yeah. How are you?
For me personally, I'm good. We just finished our winter, so a bit warm days are coming, but still cold. You can see my thick hat. These days, few of our relatives are sick, so I'm just coming back from the hospital. So I'm a little bit mentally here and there, but overall, I'm good.
Okay. All the best for your family. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So Govinda, I would ask you to go on with the overview, which we were interrupting. Sorry for that.
Yeah, please.
Mhm.
You are saying something, no?
Said I was wrong. I said, Candida, we are
Yeah, please.
listening to the further overview.
Yeah, please.
Hello. I think we
Hi.
lost. Oh, there she is.
I'm here.
Yeah, it just takes some
So,
seconds.
go
That's,
on.
yeah.
Yeah. Going on. So, what have we been else working on? They were talking about zapping people over the world to get there. So, I've been working on a option to go by boat, at least from Europe. There are several people interested in this option. It's not being as easy as we thought because the trade-ins are too late to the end, basically, to sail. So we're looking into this, and just to let you know that there's a spark of of interest to go this way. In the context that we were talking about before of, okay, how come all these permaculture people are flying all over the place when the climate is collapsing? So we're at least making the effort.
Yeah.
And if you're interested in being part of that, just let me know.
Yeah, I am.
And then there is.
Yeah, I am
Go on.
interested. I am interested. Yes. No, not to go, just to know what's happening.
Okay, great. Yeah.
Just go on.
We have.
Candida, we lost Candida now.
Yeah.
Okay. She will come
So
back.
I think for you, we were just mentioning for their teachers that are teaching the course
Hi.
are kind of discussing how to help some of the teachers come to Argentina.
Yes.
So that was the discussion, that it's in the teachers, and the money from the actual course is going to be used for used for funding teachers who need support to get there. That's what we understand. That's from Candida. She just explained that to us.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we hear you. Thank you. Thank you, Wes, for summarizing.
Yeah.
So just getting back to what you were saying, Wes.
Yeah.
Those decisions are made within each team. Just now that Govinda is here, it's really something that's independent from everything else. So the facilitators all together decide on how to market, how many people are going to be on the course, what is the course curriculum going to be. You know, it's really team specific, and each team is going to do it differently, possibly. So it's independent organization.
And one question, you do have these teams already.
Yes, so that's what I was getting to. We've been working intensely this month and the end of December on bringing those facilitators together, putting them all together, doing invitations, doing individual meetings, and bringing them on. And yeah, it's going good. And the sales, so to say, the campaign to launch information on these courses will be soon. I don't have a date, but it'll be soon. And the plan is to when there's the booking page from the Permaculture Association, that there's a link so people can already know, okay, I want to participate in the course, so I will need so many days of accommodation or so many days of this and that. But the booking is actually done through a link to the actual organization team of that course. So it's something that's branching off from booking service, which is all centralized, just like you were saying for the donation button, and then it goes wherever we need it to go. So these people are channeled with the option that they can buy a ticket to the Ipcc and they can later go online again and book something else extra. It's doesn't have to be all in one go and all in one block.
Okay.
And actually, if it's working, I think it's a brilliant idea.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's really great to work with the Permaculture Association events team because they have a lot of experience in this, and doesn't mean that it's without challenges for them, but yeah, they're getting through it really well.
Oh, great.
Super.
Good to hear.
Super.
Yeah.
Something else, Candida, you want to say?
Yes, so I saw it was on the list of topics for this meeting, so maybe we can get to it later, which is about collab, the blended event. And yeah, something nice, which was we were contacted by a lady called Hannah from Abundant Earth Foundation, or she's in contact with them, and they're bringing in the possibility of a sponsorship or a donation, something in the way of, and they like to see part of that go towards scholarships and part of it to go towards the organization. So
That's great.
yeah, and
Good to hear.
she's keen on helping with getting more sponsors and working on that. So
Yeah. So you can thank Margie for that. She
I
worked.
will.
She got worked hard to get Hannah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's good
I will
to hear.
Yeah.
I'll let her know because we. Yeah. So she.
Thank you.
Oh, that's good. Thank you for hearing that. Yeah.
So, Candida, about this scholarship. So, is it still the case that usually the Ipcc is telling who is getting the scholarship? So this we don't need the money; we just need the amount. Is this? I think that's what we should do. So maybe also the donation of this woman, if we know that we can decide together, IPC 14 and IPCC, because you are in the team anyway, which people you need there. Yeah, I think that is something which we need to decide together. We have a list of people and we have the money, and then we see whom do you need, either to teach or to talk or whatsoever.
Yeah, that's good.
To make that clear.
Yeah, I think it should always sit with the IPCC because of just long experience.
Yes.
And it's fair, and it's like, it's just, it's very clear and people can see the process. So I think that's always important for us. So.
Yeah. Okay, good. That's it.
So can I repeat and just make sure that I got it right? The scholarships, as IPC, we people that are either we want to be there or want to be there but cannot, and there would be of high value to the event, and they're coming from South America. And we let you know, okay, these are the people, this is how much is in the pot for scholarships. And you just say, okay, yeah, we agree with that, that's all okay. There, from that, okay, we give the green light to the person saying, okay, you're coming. Would those be the steps?
Yeah, I had a connection problem. I just, what you said now, I just repeat that you might get donations from people directly to IPC 14 for scholarships. Yeah, as this Hannah will do. Yeah. So then I think it's very good to have one place where these donations are going, so that there is one account where this money is, and also from FIPC if they do the crowdfunding. So we have different pots where money is coming from, and then we have these applications. We have a list of people who are interested to get a scholarship. They need to send an application. This application they are sending to the Ipcc. And then we are deciding, IPC 14 and Ipcc, we are deciding together who is getting the support according to that what your needs for the event. Yeah. So if you say we have these teachers, we have these speakers, and these people we have these translators or whatsoever. So you have your needs and you tell us, okay, these people would be good if we could support them. Is that clear now?
Okay, yeah. So once we have the application form, we can start with this process as people come in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So this application form you will have very soon, because we need to send it out. And we just need somebody to translate it in Spanish then, because though I would say, so, and that is now a thing, where say people need to speak English to come to this event. Or do they not need to speak English?
They don't need to speak English because there will be translation.
Okay, so we need the application form also in Spanish?
Yeah, the agreement is, well, the general understanding for us is that the event is bilingual, Spanish and English.
Yes.
And if anybody has any other needs, they organize themselves their own translator or their own, but they can rely on there being English and Spanish on site.
Yeah, it's not a problem. If I get an application in Spanish, just to understand it, I can use Google Translator. Yeah. But for the application form, we find somebody who can translate it for the people. Yeah. So all the applications are going to the Ipcc address. And because we had a lot, it was not a problem, but it was quite double work, because India was accepting also application forms through the website. So that was double work. It's not necessary. So also you put the address of Ipcc at the website. So all application forms are coming to us. So you have less work with it. So we summarize everything, and then you tell these people we would need. And then we can see how much money we have. We do a ranking, and then we see how we distribute it. But with these things, we need to hurry up because of the flights.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to have these things ready in summer. So we might get some money later, but for these people, we are using the locals then to support. But for those who need to fly somewhere, we need to have them ready in summer, I would say.
Okay.
Okay. Something else, Candida? You still have the word?
No, that's all for now. Yeah.
So we could go. Is there something would like to do a tour a short round with something you would like to say to this topic?
No, it's good. It's very clear.
Okay.
I like the way it's unfolding. That's
okay. Govinda, something you would like to add? Is okay. Okay, then Candida, we could go to this collab thing, if you want. Just to explain to all of you that there is a plan to do kind of online meetings at the IPC 14. And I had an interest, I was part of an interesting meeting of the team, which is around Nenad in Croatia. And Candida, would you mind to answer Trish on the chat? I think I thought you did it already, and please go on with it, because I'm not so good in doing 3 things at the same time. I'm not good at all.
You can hear us. You can hear us, so.
Okay, thank you.
Speak directly.
Okay, thank you. And yeah, so that was an interesting meeting, because it was said that they would do on this online participation through different techniques and also through mobiles in a very easy way. And it is not recorded. So that is something where people are really there, and somebody is taking a mobile, or more people or whatever, and then people can really be part of the meeting, but it's not recorded, so that we do not have a problem with certain kind of laws. So this would be one part. Another part would be that a certain team is doing recordings, but this would be a kind of professional thing in another way. So Candida, I give you the word because you know more about, and please,
Okay.
tell us.
Yeah, great. So what happened was that CoLab has this branch that was interested in proposing what they call a blended event. They already started to do this in other contexts, and it's working very well. So Nenad, this guy from Croatia, he's leading that. And we at the moment we are 3 team. So myself, Nenad, and Naomi, who's in New Zealand. And basically, it's to make sure that, given the current situation in the world, that we all can participate wherever we are, whichever the situation we're in, whatever comes up. These gatherings don't stop. And also not only people virtually participating, as Margaret was saying, you know, through different technologies, mobile, projecting, computer, everything. It's also with the possibility that there can be local events happening at the same time and they are connected. So either at the same time and also before. So there are many events that can be like a run up, and that we can also test the technologies that we're applying. The team is very team efficient conscious. So that this team efficiency, they work a lot on this. The first meetings were all about team building and what's the vision and how we're working, and it's been amazing to be, you know, immersed in that. And so it's a good. I feel that there's a good base for this to really be a solid solid creation for this kind of participation. And it's really great to be using, you know, something from CoLab, and CoLab was generated from another Ipcc. So it's this starting to see this continuity from one event to the next. And then there are other people coming on board now and again, offering their particular service or their talents in some area. The team is growing, but the core team stays the same. Jumping into a meeting, knowing how they can contribute, and then they stay sort of tuned in, but not always present necessarily. So there's a lot of support and a lot of interest from people. Yeah.
Okay, I would like to do a tour. Wes, is there something you would like to add to that topic?
This is great to hear. We first tried it in Africa, in Malawi, and we actually streamed Bill Mollison from Tasmania, but it took all the bandwidth for the whole country of Malawi to bring him in 2009. The guy that was on the internet got the system and shut down everybody so that we would stream it. And then in the Ipcc in Jordan, we had 100 people online for that. So we've been experimenting with it. This sounds like it's going much further, which is really great. So it's coming.
Yeah, can I just respond to that, because they brought up the topic of bandwidth. We're aware that it's a challenge when these sites are a bit more removed from central anything like this. So we're working on it, and internet at the moment is
Candida, we are losing you again. Candida, we cannot really hear you. Maybe we wait a little bit and say hello to Trish. Hello, Trish, can you hear us?
Yeah, that.
I can see.
Hello?
Hello, yeah, Trish, we can hear you. Hi. No, the mic is open. Everything is okay, Trish, but we cannot hear you. I think your computer has a problem, but I can have the feeling that you can hear us. Can you hear us? Okay, good, good. Okay, Candida, let's see how the connection is now. Try again, please.
Okay. Sometimes it's just the microphone. Okay, I will try. I got a bit lost.
No, sorry. So you were talking about the situation with that different people coming in and it's very supportive. So that was the last.
Yeah, there was something, but it's now gone. Anyway, keep on with the. Oh yeah, it was the bandwidth. So there is this new technology, or maybe not so new, but new to me, of having internet off grid. And there are groups from their own needs.
Candida, we cannot really understand you. Can you just try to do something with the mic? I don't know what's the problem.
It's been my connection. Why?
Okay.
Keep on going.
Okay.
What was? Sorry, Wes, I did not understand.
You said keep on going with the meeting.
Ah, okay, okay, we try.
And she can also type to us so we can see that.
Okay. Yeah, about this online participation, I think that's a very important thing. And I had one idea which is more or less I think goes to the organization of the event itself, that people who cannot come could also send their talks, so that there could be one room in Argentina then where people can go in and somebody is facilitator, and then you listen to the talks online, to the talks which you got via video, and then there can be a discussion about. So I think even if somebody is not there in person, he or she can send her talk. And if there is somebody facilitating, we still can have their inputs. I think that could be a very important tool also. So me from my side, Candida, let's see how is it going now? Can we try again?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
I'm still trying to sort it out. It's not so quick. Just go on.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Yeah, for me, from my side, it's just one question, but these are questions to you, which I can do then by email. That means when you say when you are starting with the early bird tickets, that all the information about accommodation and tours are ready at this time. Candida?
Yeah, I'm trying to sort out this. So it's very difficult to switch between screens and have the information. Yes, we have worked a lot on the pricing for different types of accommodation. It's very simple.
Yeah.
There aren't so many options, for example, as for Ipcc in England. It's all very much simplified.
Okay, that's
There's
great.
no weekend ticket, for example. People just stay for the whole event or don't come at all. It's very simple.
Very good. Very good. That's very helpful. So for me, from my side, I have not really topics which we need to talk now. So I would like to give you the chance to add your topics. And I would start. Trish, I wonder, can we hear you now? No, it's not going. So Trish, we can do it then in written form. Govinda, are you still there?
He's dropped off.
He's dropped off. So then, Wes, is there something you would like to share with us?
Okay, tomorrow I'll talk to Margie and we'll send an email out. Exactly what she's planning the steps. So
Okay.
yeah, so I think
But I think as we were talking now, Wes, I think it's quite clear where it's going. Yeah.
Yep. Right.
And yeah, so I think if you do a meeting, if we just share a little bit of time of your meetings, we don't need an extra meeting.
Yeah.
It's just to be clear where it's going. I think we already made the steps forward to it.
Yeah.
And Candida, is there something you would like to add?
Yeah, just something that I mentioned at the beginning, but unfortunately Xavier is not here, but maybe you can respond anyway, because we're having a lot of meetings online, and there's an option to get a, there's Xavier.
Okay.
There's an option to get a pro Zoom, professional Zoom account, which has a annual fee. And then it just put in my mind that we're using this Zoom, which is set up by Xavier, for every meeting. And I know that it's possible to add accounts to an already ongoing pro account, and this helps with not having meetings every 40 minutes, which is a free version. My question was, would there be a possibility of a support from this platform that's already being used for us to use for other meetings, for the all types of meetings that we're having, for the courses, for bringing people on.
So do I understand you right that you want to ask Xavier if you could use his account?
Yes.
So but that means there would need to be a contribution, a financial contribution, because Xavier is already paying everything what we have on technical things in Ipcc. But I give the word to Xavier. Xavier, please.
Yes, just arrived. Sorry, today is a complicated day for me because I bring my wife this morning to the hospital for another chemotherapy session, and I just came back. Yeah, I don't understand very well. What you would like to do, Candida? What do you want to do, Candida? I cannot hear you very clearly.
You want me to translate
Okay.
it? I was listening. It comes in clear for me. She wants to know if she can use your Zoom platform for meetings in Argentina. But but yeah.
My Zoom platform. In which way? I mean, she want to. Okay, so first of all, she can create a Zoom account for free. I think, and I don't know if they are doing it, still doing it. And she's limited only to a meeting that is about 45 minutes, I think, or 30 minutes. But I think you can go and back, and the meeting follow. Is it for a formal meeting or for informal meeting?
This is for all the, well, as much as we can, the meetings that we're having for the Ipcc.
Yeah, okay.
I'm aware of that it's for free. Anybody can have a Zoom account. I have several, and it's always the case. 40 minutes go by and we have to check in again.
what has happened sometimes is that people drop away, or it just takes up a lot of time and energy for everyone to come back on. And obviously, yes, you can invest in this. I was just wondering, the first idea that came to mind was this sharing of an account. I've been added in the past to somebody else's professional account, and I had this more possibilities of time for meeting, and then I was taken off again when that was no longer needed.
Okay.
But if it's not possible, it's okay.
Wace would like to. Wace, you want to say something?
Yeah, so I think the accounts are like the ones I think we have are like $15 a month. Is that the kind of level, or is it a higher level of account you need?
It's the basic, so that the meetings are not cut off.
Yeah, so ours is like 15. Well, you and I should talk, and I can get Santa Barbara Permaculture Network. If it's $15 a month, we will set up an account, and you can just take it over to run. Would that work for you guys?
Yeah, I would say if it's from FIPC, it's more official, and I would appreciate that, rather than to taking a private account from Xavier, who is offering it for the IPCC since years. I would appreciate that if that would be possible.
So we could set up an IPC account under our name, and you'll have it, and it's used for the organizers. We'll set up the password, and everybody can, and then you could just use it and not worry about, booking and all these things. And I think we can do that. So we would offer that as a service from us. So let's coordinate it. And,
fantastic.
Yeah,
that's great. Thank you. I have another. Is that okay for you, Xavier? I think so. Xavier, would you like?
Is that okay if Wes set up an account?
Yeah, call it IPC account, and it's open to the Argentinian or to Margaret to use. So, but they'd have to coordinate meetings.
Yeah, well, if you want. Anyway, I will keep that account, because from time to time, not often, but 1 time or 2 times a month, I am using it as well for my private things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it would be primarily for the Argentinians to use.
Yeah. What I don't understand, if they want to do it, if you want to use it during the IPCC or before the IPCC.
Now, from now on, for all the meetings they have,
for all their meetings. So this would allow them to schedule their meetings and if you wanted to, if Margaret and you still wanted to use your account for these meetings. So it's open.
No, I think it's great. It's great and helpful, because I would prefer to go on with Xavier's, but in case he does not have time or so, it's good to have something else. So it's something in the back. So it's very, very helpful. Thank you so much. It's great.
Okay. So
I have here a note from Trish. She said, yes, I'm having computer problems. I need a new one. Yeah, I think so. But I can see you all and I can hear you all, sadly now. The only thing I'm really concerned about is the carbon footprint of flying to a permaculture conference. So the longer people, I don't know what that means, and stay and make a difference, or the more we can do online, the better. That's generous ways. Can stay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think that is the problem we have at the moment. And also in terms of the scholarship. But we will find, how can I say, an expression or some sentences, Trish, where I will ask you for help, that we can explain why we still want some people to come to international conferences and why they are still really necessary to do for now. And there is one topic which I would try to hand to the next meeting, and also to FIPC ways, especially to you and Marci,
Yeah.
and Andy and Walter. And that is, how are we going on after Taiwan?
Yeah. Okay.
So I think this is a general topic we need to discuss. I had a meeting with Andy on the 3rd of December, just right before Christmas. And I think it's not that we want to stop the international meetings, but we need to find another solution for them. Because I think we want to make them international. And for that, we need to find another program.
Yeah.
So I think what we had was good till now, but
Right.
now we are facing so many problems and questions,
Yeah.
that we cannot say next time, okay, doesn't matter, we fly somewhere and meet somewhere else. So we need to really to focus on national and regional meetings, knowing that is very difficult for developing countries to organize meetings if there are not international people coming to support the event with the tickets. So these are topics which I think I would like to summarize, and one day we need to discuss about them very seriously, because I know that organizations are already thinking about to offer the next IPC, to be the next IPC host.
Yeah.
So we need answers when we are in Argentina or even before.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So it's 10:09. So for me, as I said, I do not have really topics anymore. I would like to give Xavier the word because he was not here. I'm very sorry about your family, and let us know a little bit how your wife is and how you are, because we did not have a check-in with you.
Okay, so Natalie came back on December 24 at house after 57 days at the hospital. And then she have to go again at the hospital for some check. And finally, they decide on January something like 6 to keep her at the hospital. And she stayed about 10 days more. They did chemotherapy again on her, and she went back from home about 4 or 5 days ago, and now she's again at the hospital for 2 or 3 days. I guess 2 nights. She will have another round of chemotherapy, and she should go back home after. She should go back home after. So her condition, she's sometimes she's okay, sometimes she's weak, and quite tired. She sleeps 12 to 14 hours a day, and yeah, here we are. So yeah, it's a little bit complicated, but yeah, we manage it. The hospital I think is doing a good job, and yeah, so let's see what happens. She's very courageous because I can recognize that for her the situation is very difficult, and yeah, she keep faith, and she keep as well good kind of good mood, let's say, and she's still trying to not fall despite having this cancer for now almost 3 years soon. So yeah, so that's quite a long time for her, for our family, and but she's doing all what she can. That's I have a lot of admiration for her about that. It's very difficult. Check.
Yeah. So our hearts are with you, thinking often about you, and
thank you.
Glad that you with us. and supporting us, though you have really a lot of things to do and to think about. And yeah, can you check with the recording?
The record is still on.
Yeah, it can be closed now.
I think you can close by yourself, so I don't want to. I prefer to let you do.
And what I do there, I press. No, I just I have the possibility. I can stop it, and I can stop it. Can I stop it?
Yes, sure. You can stop it, and
then
after that, you have. And